Every company wants to have a good image and a good reputation in the eyes of stakeholders. No matter if it's the internal stakeholders, if it's external stakeholders, having a good reputation, it's vital for the prosperity of an organization. In this video, we talk about why is it a good idea to use research and evaluation to build up that image and that reputation of your company. Research helps in establishing the effects of communication campaigns and documenting the organization's reputation in the eyes of its stakeholders. It also has an important formative role in suggesting the extent to which communication strategies and campaigns are working, or whether they might need to be revised. As you know from the previous videos, communication practitioners, what we call today corporate communication, it also used to be called public relations, they work on communication campaigns. You have to create a communication campaign or a communication program when you want to communicate consistently an image. And there are two reasons why you would like to do that. First of all, you might have a gap in how people see you, your company, and how the company itself wants to be seen. If it is not the same image, then you have an image and a vision gap. We talked about these alignments or misalignments in the video right here that you can watch. You can also find it in the links in the description. And going back, the second reason why you would like to have a communication campaign is to reinforce a good reputation if it already is. So if your communication campaigns are successful so far, you will have a good reputation among your stakeholders, and you want to continue doing that to keep it going. So when you create such campaigns for communication or communication programs, you need to update them consistently. So you need to get the feedback. You need to know the results that have to be analyzed to see how good your campaigns performed. This is why it is useful to use research and evaluation for your campaigns, so you can improve the future one, you can know what to do with the present one, and let's see the main three advantages of having a campaign where you use research and evaluation. Research and evaluation can help to better understand the problems or issues that a company aims to address. A company may use research to explore the feasibility of a campaign in terms of changing people's opinions regarding key issues, or to help it pre-test or refine message strategies. Research also provides important benchmarks against which achieved by a program or campaigns can be measured, using the results for further improvements of future campaigns and communication programs based on past performance. When you create such a communication campaign, as we previously talked in this video right here, there are more steps that need to be followed. Well, if you want to use research and evaluation, there are 5 steps, and we will discuss each one of them individually. There are 5 stages of a communication campaign that can be described as a planning cycle. Communication practitioners use research throughout the campaign planning, execution, and evaluation stages. Let's explore each step individually. Audit is the first stage. It consists of taking stock of and analyzing existing data, with research being used to identify issues as well as to create benchmarks. It is also called formative research, which is the data on which practitioners will build their communication programs or campaigns. Before going to the second step, let's take a second, because you probably heard about communication programs and communication campaigns, and you might wonder which is the difference. The difference you can find in the video I created right here about creating communication campaigns. Let's go on with the second step. In the audit stage, research consists of gathering data on an issue in order to inform the development of a program or campaign. The second stage involves objectives, setting objectives that follow from the audit in line with the organization's general business objectives. They are broken down and specified in measurable terms. Most of the times, objectives refer to changes in awareness, attitudes, and behavior of stakeholders that are required. So remember the two main reasons why we go to create communication campaigns. You either want to fix your reputation and image, or you want to reinforce it and keep building on top of that. So basically you want a change in the awareness or the behavior of the stakeholders. The stakeholders are all the people that are influenced or can influence the actions of your company. So it doesn't matter for which one of these two reasons you want to have communication campaigns or communications programs going on. The main important aspect is to remember that communication campaigns or communications programs aim to change the attitude, the awareness, or the behavior of stakeholders. So you want people to do something, you want them to know about you, you want them to act on something, maybe to buy, or you just want them to change their beliefs, their attitudes towards the company. The third stage is planning and execution. This stage involves deciding on the design and execution of the campaign, which may involve a pre-testing of messages and communication tactics. In this phase, practitioners may pre-test the appropriateness of messages and the way in which such messages are presented. Following on, the execution of the programs or campaigns is associated with continuous measurement and evaluation of the outputs in terms of media coverage received or activities. The fourth stage is measurement and evaluation. This stage is the first of several possible types of campaign measurement. Communication practitioners ask themselves whether they are getting the desired results or whether the campaign needs to be adjusted. It may involve monitoring the execution and any costs associated with it as well. The final stage is the results. It involves an assessment of the overall post-campaign results and identifying any potential issues or learning points that may inform the audit stage and the new cycle of activity. In this stage, research and evaluation attempts to establish the actual outcomes in terms of awareness, attitudes, and behavioral changes achieved by a program or activity. So let's have a short resume, let's have a short recap. When you want to create a communication campaign or a communication program, there are two main reasons you want to do that. People know about your company, but they have a bad impression. People have a good impression about your company, but it's not the same impression you want them to have. So you want them to change their attitudes, you want them to change their awareness or their behavior about your company. Or the second reason, they know about your company, they like your company, and you want to maintain that. So you need to have a communication campaign so they keep having a positive image about you. Evaluation is, however, a more complex process that involves all stages and levels. This image shows you the strengths of the effects that have been achieved with a program or campaign. You may look at it and have a better understanding. We won't discuss it yet in this video. So also remember that there are 5 steps when you involve research and evaluation in creating your communication campaign. We talked about all these steps. Look in the description below for more extra details and information that you might need, or also similar videos on this topic of marketing and communication. This was everything for this video. I hope it helped you how to use research and how to use evaluation to improve your communication as a company. If you are a student, you want to learn more about communication campaigns, about corporate communication, public relations, or marketing, click on these videos right here. They will help you a lot with your studies. Or if you are an entrepreneur as well. One more thing before going on my channel and check another video, remember that research has multiple methods. There are primary methods, there are secondary methods to collect data. I've created separated and special videos about research right here. You can watch to find more about methods such as focus groups, interviews, and so on. If you're an entrepreneur or a manager of a company, there is a link down in the description that you want to check to get a step-by-step business plan for your company. There are links where you can download a step-by-step guide that will give you the exact information you need to know to create an original business plan for your company, and it comes with all the information you need to understand the marketing of a company and how to create communication campaigns for your company. You will have a personalized by-the-book business plan, marketing plan, and communication strategies to get going with your company. Remember that you can also support me for free in the classical ways. You can like the video, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can leave a comment down in the comment section below for the YouTube algorithm. Also, I drink quite a lot of coffee to create these videos, to research all the information for the videos, to edit them, to film them so you can watch them for free. So if you want to buy me a coffee, there is a link down in the description for that. I will quite appreciate it, and I will see you at the next video on my channel.